David Muir from ABC News. This is one of those friendly places where the Democrats like to go with their president or their vice president whenever they have a crisis that they need to kind of mitigate or temper down the temperature of the American people who basically hate them. They go to these friendly places thinking they're going to be treated really well, and typically they are. But we're at a point now where Joe Biden is so inept, is so ridiculously... Did I already say inept? I guess I did. Has done not only nothing really great for this country, but a whole lot of bad things for this country, has no clear plan, no clear process, no clear agenda items that are going to be passed. And if they were, they would put us into even worse economic peril than we already are. Everybody's starting to realize it, and everybody's getting frustrated. The Republicans are frustrated because Joe Biden's doing nothing good for the country, and the Democrats are frustrated because he's not destroying the country as quickly as they'd like him to. Listen to what happened when Joe Biden went on David Muir just before Christmas. Listen to this.
The vice president said in recent days that you didn't see Delta coming, you didn't see Omicron coming. How did you get it wrong?
How did we get it wrong? Nobody saw it coming. Nobody in the whole world.
Nobody in the whole world saw these variants coming. Really? I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. I kind of feel like we could have seen the variants coming. We saw the variants beforehand. We saw Delta was on the way. And then after Delta, we knew there was going to be a Mu. And then we knew that there was going to be a Lambda. And then we were already ready to skip Nu and Xi because of all the problems it would cause with China. So they clearly had a plan. They knew that this was going to happen. We've been hearing experts, including Dr. Fauci, say this is the variant that we knew would be the most. It would be the most contagious. We knew that it would probably have lower and less harmful symptoms than ever before, but it would spread like wildfire. Here's Joe Biden, though, saying to David Muir, laughing, by the way.
How did we get it wrong?
Yeah, how'd you get it wrong, Joe? Just days later, Jen Psaki was asked,
why is the president saying about this new variant, nobody saw it coming, nobody in the world, if that's not true?
Well, first I would say that nobody knew that there would be the number of different variants.
Okay, wait a minute, hold on. Nobody knew that there would be a number of different variants? What, they thought it would stop at some point? They thought it would, you know how many different flu strains we've had in history? I'm going to be honest with you. There's no reason why they should think that there's, especially if there's experts involved, like Dr. Fauci and the CDC and yada, yada, yada. There's no reason why they should think that there's any end to COVID. In fact, they've been telling us there'll be no end to COVID. They've been telling us that this could be going on for 5 years. They should have seen that these were coming. They saw Omicron coming after Delta was already a variant. They knew about it from South Africa, yet they waited and waited and waited to get these tests out, and now people are scrambling. And Joe Biden's trying to say that nobody saw it coming.
Nobody knew exactly how transmissible they would be. We, of course, knew that there would be additional variants at some point coming. We didn't know what they would look like, but we've been preparing for a range of contingencies all along throughout this process. That's why we have had ample vaccine supply. That's why we have had ample mask supply, and why we have worked to ramp up aggressively our testing over the past few months.
The vaccine supply, the ample vaccine supply for people that are going to get this virus with or without the vaccine, amping up the vaccine supply doesn't really seem to be doing the trick. Amping up the mask supply doesn't really seem to be helping anybody. What people really need are the tests. What people really need are the therapeutics. And those are the two things that they have not ramped up their supply of.